slide is to the process of hybridization. For this one, the interbreeding, the first technique is the process of hybridization. Okay. So in case of a process of hybridization, first is the emasculation, the removal of the anther from the bisexual flower before they share their pollen is known as the emasculation. So emasculation means the removal of the anther. I think we already discussed it in the 11th standard also. Emasculation process, bagging, tagging is 11th also. Just these are repeating. The emasculation is a removal of the anther from the...
Ma'am, which chapter is this?
Is this the 11th chapter? Chapter number 11, enhancement of food. So here the flowers is to be there, and flower is a bisexual one. We are removing the anther from this, and this process is not an emasculation. It is done in order to prevent the self-fertilization. So here we want a hybridization. For the hybridization, we must be the prevent the self-fertilization. Preventing the self-fertilization, the hybridization, we have to the emasculation process. Second one, after the removal of that anther, we have to bag that one. After emasculation, flower buds are kept enclosed in a bag made up of a cloth, plastic, or a polythene. It is done to prevent the pollination through the unknown pollen. So we want to the fertilize this flower, but we want to know the flower or the genes or the from where the plant we have to taken the pollen grains. So to avoid all those things, we have to bag or enclose that complete flower with a bag which is made up of the cloth, plastics, or the polythene. And this process is known as a bagging. After that one, tagging. In the female parent are the labeled properly. Here the female flower is proper labeled because we are taking the anther from the different family. So here we have to take a care regarding to the female flower because we are removing the anther from the female flower. So label it properly, consisting of the serial number. Then the details of the male parents and female parents and the date of emasculation and crossing. So all these are must be including in the tag, which is you have to tagging that flower which consisting in the female parents. Okay, and this process is known as a hybridization. So we require the hybrid plant by for the plant breeding. So this is the first technique of the plant breeding. Then after that one, we are having the characteristics for the hybridization. Why we are going for the hybridization process here? The first is we require the very high resistant plant. So we have a very high resistant plant from the different types of diseases. It may be fungal disease, it may be bacterial, it may be rust disease, it may be mosaic disease, it may be the virus disease. So plant also having that disease, and due to that disease, the plant we have to lose whole crop. So we have to complete having that resistant power by using the hybridization technique. So here we are getting the plants which having a high resistance power towards a various diseases. Then here the second one is having a very high yield capacity. So plant must have the very high, the production must be the very high productivity. Very high productivity means here the in case of a wheat, jawar, bajra, gehu, etc. Even case of brinjal, ladyfinger, chili, etc. We have to the high productivity due to the hybridization. Then the plants must have the lifelongness, means lifelongness. Once it is to be the comes in that hybrid plant, it is to the next generation, next generation, next generation. Lifelongness, that character must be present in that plant. That is another character from the hybridization techniques. For example, it's brinjal, ladyfinger, chili, paddy, and tomato. So these are the different types of plants nowadays we are having with the hybridization techniques. Now we are having even the different types of gehu, bajra, wheat, jawar, bajra, even rice, that is due to the plant breeding technique. So here, this is the first technique of the plant breeding that we know as a hybridization. After the hybridization, we are having a second technique is the mutational breeding, or it is also called as a mutation breeding. So here for the mutation breeding, here the inducing the desirable mutations and exploiting them the crop into the important one. So here mutation breeding is commonly used to produce a trait in a crop such as the large seed or the new color or the sweeter fruit that is either cannot be found in the nature or have been lost during the evolution. So here we have to use the desirable gene for the mutation. So mutation means what? Mutation, definition of a mutation is a sudden change in a gene is called as a mutation. This mutation may be occur due to the deletion of the gene, addition of the gene, then removal of the gene, then there is a replacement of the gene. Sometimes it is to be the jumping genes. So in due to that one, the mutation is occur. But this mutation is very good for the some crops. So artificially we are also going for the mutation. For what? We require the larger seed. Supposed to be the seed is very small, then we want to the seed is to be larger one, then the new color. So here in the figure, there is a orange color carrot, then there is a black color carrot, there's a red color carrot, even the white color carrot, then the yellow color carrots are there. So for the different color also we can be go for the mutational breeding. Then the sweeter fruit, we must having that one is in case of a carrot they are to be sweet. In case of a lemon they have to be sweet. They, oranges are sweet, grapes are sweet. Nowadays the watermelon is sweet. So these are for the mutational breeding. So some characters we can be add, or these characters cannot be added by the nature, or sometimes we be lose that character by the nature or by the evolution. So we have to the mutational breeding. Here we have to change the genes for the color, for the sweetness, longer the seeds, and etc. For this one, mutational breeding is with the takes place. So in the second figure also, in the this is the first one is the orange. Here is the seed is present in the orange, but the second one is the due to the mutation there is a seedless orange. Then here the flower is there. This flower is to be the very small in the first figure, and the second one it is a bigger in the. In this way, the number of the mutation can be takes place in our plant. So that is called as a mutational breeding. For the mutational, we require the mutagens, means the agent we require for the mutation. That agents are to be the first one is a chemical, or second one is to be the radiation. We can be use the various type of chemicals for the mutation. There is a number of chemicals we have, and this chemical is used for the mutation, and this mutation is takes place by the chemical. So we have to take a DNA or the genes from that plant. We use a different type of chemicals. The gene changes is takes place and insert that gene into the different plant, and we are getting a different type of plants having a seedless orange or the different color of the carrot. Then second one is a take a gene with the help of a UV radiation, ultraviolet radiation. You have to the force that genes with the ultraviolet radiation. Then we are getting the new gene, and the gene is inserted for the mutation. And due to that mutation, we are getting a different variety of the plant. So this is the first technique for the mutation. So for the mutation, we require the agent for the mutation, and that is we call the mutagenesis. We are having two different types of mutagenesis. First one is using the chemicals. Different chemicals are available. For example, CCl4 is one of the chemicals. The different chemicals are there. When we expose the chemicals with the gene changes its position, and due to the changes in position, the mutation takes place. In case of ultraviolet radiation, so ultraviolet radiation also play an important role for the gene. Due to the deletion of the gene, due to the addition of the gene, the replacement of a gene in the DNA, the new gene is occur, and that new gene is nothing but the mutational gene, and that mutational gene having a different character due to the radiations. And second one is a reverse genetic. Here the insertional mutations. Here the agrobacteria mediated transformation. Here we have to take one of a bacteria which is transferred to that plant, and due to that one the mutagenesis is takes place. So here directly we are taking the some bacteria, that is agrobacteria, inserted in that and so we are having a mutation. Then sometimes the virus is induced gene silencing. So here virus is insert that gene for the mutation. RNA mediated interference is there. Due to the RNA we have to the change the by using the protein synthesis. Third one is the transpose. Here the reverse genetics is there. So here transpose genes means here the genes are to be the transfer his position from the one position to the second one position. So the changes is takes place, and that is we known as a mutation. The transfer of these genes, transpons means that the genes is changing its position from the one to the another one. This is called the transpons tagging. So your transpose tagging is there, and this is due to that one the next generation sequencing is changed by the tilling, and due to that one the mutation is occurring. Due to the mutation we are getting a different types of a variety. So this is the second technique of the plant breeding by the mutation. Then the process of a mutation breeding. First, choice of a material. You have to choose the material. It should be the best variety available crop in a pure form. So first of all, for the mutational breeding, you have to choose a best variety available in the crop. So go for the various type of seed and choose the best variety and crop that seed, and afterward choose that variety of the crop which is in a pure form. After the choosing the material, choose the mutagens. That is the agent for the mutation. That is the choice of mutagens. Here this is a agent of a mutation. So depending upon the plant parts, which part you are taken for the mutation, treated generally with the chemical mutagen. So here chemical is used, and we are treated that genes or that part of a plant to that chemical, and morely preferred the seed treatment or the radiation for the treatment of the vegetative part. So if we are choosing a seed, then go for the chemical treatment. If you are choosing a vegetative part of the plant, then go for the radiations. Okay. So here seed must be treated by the chemical, whereas to the radiation must be treated up to the vegetative part. So here depending upon the which part of the plant we are treated. So we are having two types of mutagens, chemical and UV radiation. If you are choosing the seed, then go for the chemical treatment. If you are choosing the vegetative part, then go for the radiation. And due to that one, the treatment of a mutation is start. Then the mutagenic treatment, how this mutagenic treatment is to be. In the seed propagation species, generally seeds are treated in a vegetatively propagated species, birds, suckers, and the cuttings. So here we have to take the seed or the vegetative part, that is a bird or the suckers or the cutting. So in this way, you have to take some part from the plant. And if we are taking the seed, then go for this one for the different treatment. First one treatment is the LD50, the low dose 50. This is LD50, the dose of a mutagen that kills the 50% of a treated individual. So it is a low dose, LD50, low dose 15. It is 50%, not 100%. We are taking the mutagens for the 50%, not 100%. So here the 50% chemical we are to taken and treated that one with that individual. It may be the other part. Then here the 50% of the treated individual. So treatment depending upon the sensitivity or the intensity of the radiation or the concentration of the chemical of mutations. So here that is the chemical we use, and the intensity of the radiation, the concentration of the chemical, the mutagen act on that part, and the treatment will be go on. Then the optimum mutagen dose is a 1, which produces the maximum frequency of a mutation had causes the minimum killing. So here we are going to kill the complete type of that gene which is present in that one, and due to that one we are getting the optimum mutagen dose, and we are getting the different types of a plant breeding due to the mutation technique. So handling of the treatment material is a handling of the mutagens is very difficult. So treatment is very difficult or very carefully you have to handle all this one. because all these are the corrosive materials. It may be causes a cancer to the human being. With radiation also the harmful to human beings, as well as the chemical also the harmful to the human being. So that the mutation treatment or the procedure for the mutation breeding is very, very harmful. So handling is very carefully handling must be required, or it is very dangerous. Then the mutagens. Mutagens are physical or chemical agent which are generally enhance the frequency of the mutation. So one minute. Okay. So mutagen is a physical or chemical agent which is generally enhance the frequency of a mutation. So here mutagens are to be there. So it is a physical treatment or chemical. Physical means the radiation technique, or chemicals means using a chemical. So enhance the frequency of the mutation. Mutation maybe takes place by the evolutionary, but it takes a very long time. It takes years and years back. So 10 years, 20 years, near sometime 100 years also takes that naturally mutation is occur due to the some physical and the chemical physiological or environmental changes. The mutation maybe takes place, but it takes a long time. But by using the physical or chemical agent, it increase the frequency of mutation. It's very suddenly mutation takes place in the laboratory manner. Then the mutant, it is an individual organisms or a new genetic character arising in the resulting form of a instant of a mutation. Here the mutant means here, see here in this DNA, we are cutting down this gene here with the help of a UV radiation. So this is a UV radiation. Here the gene is cutting, and this gene is cut, and after that one this cutting gene is removed from that area, and other genes are again fixed with this one, and we are getting a new mutant, and that mutant means a new gene which is consisting of a different characters. So here, this is a one type of a process where this is a DNA, and in this one, these are the genes. With the help of a UV radiation, the genes are break down from this area to this area, and this gene is removed. Then again, this area and this area is joined together, and we are getting a new genes because it is removed from this area, and this new gene is known as a mutant. So here the mutant is there, and this mutant is very, very important. So here we are getting a new genetic character arising from the resulting the instant of the mutations. So here the mutation takes place by the alpha rays, beta rays, in the X-ray. All these are also the takes place. Ultraviolet radiation is also there. So all these are the radiation is the process of a mutagen. So in this way we are getting a different types of a plant. Here we are going for the plant only. This is a plant gene, okay? So this plant gene we are to cut down from this area, and again we are joining this area to this area and getting a new genes, and this new gene is known as a mutagen. And due to this new gene, we are getting a new plant. Supposed to be this area is for the some disease. Supposed to be this gene is the area for the seed production in oranges. Suppose this area is to be the area for the dark plant. So we are cutting this dark plant or the seed area and other area, disease area, and again we are joining this gene which is a pure form to this one. So we are removing this one, and due to that one we are getting a seedless oranges, we are getting a very tall plant, we are getting a disease resistant plant, because we are removing that gene completely from this one. So there is no gene, so there is no appearance of that characters, so that we are getting a new character in the plant, seedless oranges, seedless grapes. So in this way the this takes place in the plant, and we are getting a better variety, sweeter in taste, bigger in size of the seed. So in this way we are getting a different types of the plant by the mutagenesis process. Getting this plant breeding, so we are having only the two technique for the plant breeding. Plant breeding is hybridization technique, and second is mutagenesis. After this plant breeding, we are going for the next topic of this chapter. One is animal husbandry. It is very easy, and it is just I think you are having in the 9th or 10th standard also. Animal husbandry. the agriculture practice of a breeding and raising the livestock. So it is a practice of a breeding. So here rearing, caring of
मॅम
the
आवाज बरोबर
animal for our income purpose or the food purpose. So it is agriculture practice of a breeding to raise the livestock. Deals with care of and breeding of the livestock like a buffalo, cow, pig, horses, cattle, sheep, camel, and goat. So with the help of this one, you are getting the more amount of the food as well as to the beneficial things. So we are to the rearing, caring is breed with for the agriculture practices or to raise the livestock. Extent form includes the poultry farming and fishery. So nowadays the poultry and fishery also the important for the animal husbandry. Then the fishery includes the rearing and catching and selling. Here is the fish, mollusca, that is shellfish. Then the crustaceans, that is the prawns and crabs. So here is also the most important animal husbandry characters. Then management of the farm and the farm animals. First is a dairy farm management, poultry farm management, beekeeping and apiculture, and last one is a fishery. The four included in your syllabus. That is the first one is dairy farm management. Second one is a poultry farm management. Third is a beekeeping or the apiculture, that is we call as a, here is a our honey bee production or the honey production, and last one is the fishery. Then animal breeding and the objective. First of all, the improve the growth rate. We require the growth of them is they increase the production. We have to, in case of a buffalo, increase the production of a milk. In case of a chicken, we have to increase the production of eggs. In this way, the production is to be increased. Improve the desirable quality. You have to increase the desirable quality in that plant breeding. Means suppose you want the protein content, so increase in the that one. If you want the fat content in the good, so you have to improve that quality. Improve the resistance to the disease. That animals must be the resist from the disease. It may be cow, buffalo, it may be fish, it may be the poultry, it may be the other. So all these are the resistant from the disease. Resistant to the adverse environmental condition. Means if the temperature increase, if the humidity is more, if the temperature lows down, cool area is there, raining is more. In this way, if the there is an environmental condition, it changes, but that animals must be the resistant to that adverse environmental condition. Then first is a dairy and farm management. So here dairy and farm management, all of you know that the what is dairy management and the how the rearing caring of the cow, buffalo, sheep, goat, etc. Okay. So dairy, dairying is a management of an animal for milk and its product for the human consumptions. So here dairy management for the animal for the milk and the product for the human consumption. We every day we require milk and the milk product. Someone taken the that is a what we call that the basundi, shrikhand, then the paneer, cheese, then the number of the things we are taken or prepared from the milk. So every day we are taken the tea, coffee, etc. So it is a daily need of human being. If there is no milk, then there is no tea. Every day early in the morning we require the tea. So consumption of the milk is more in the India also. So dairy management is very, very important. Even the lockdown period also, even the that corona, we are getting the milk every day. If there is no milk, then the we are having the unconscious regarding that no milk, then no tea, no coffee, etc. So every day we require this one. Even we are not eating the everyday shrikhanda, basundin, etc. But every day we require the tea or coffee. So for this one, the milk is very, very important. Again, we are getting a different type of a product from the milk, and that is for the human consumption. It is nothing but our food. So we are require that one. In daily farm management, we deals with the process and the system and increase the yield and improve the quality of the milk. So nowadays we are improving the quality of the milk by using a different type of buffaloes, cows, and the hybrid animals. Then selection of a good breed having a high yielding potential combined with the resistance to the disease is very important, such as a cattle have to be the houses well, should be the adequate water and maintain the disease free. So here you have to first choose a good breed which gives a high yield potential, then combine with the disease resistant capacity. One minute. Then selection of a good breed having a high yield potential combined with the resistance to the disease is very important, such as the cattle have to the house well, should have the adequate water and be maintained a disease. Then the third one is the feeding of the cattle should be the, 1 minute. The feeding of the cattle should be carried out in the scientific manner. So you have to feed that cattle or the cow, buffalo and goat in the qualitative as a quantitative fodder, that is the food which they are depends. Then the cleanliness, hygiene, then the important for the milking, storage, transport of the milk is also the important. Then for the milk product it is also the important. Regular visit to the veterinary doctor should be the mandatory for the dairy management. So all these are the characters for the dairy management. Then the second one is a poultry farm management. So here good picture is there. It is a chicken and this is one is a duck and etc etc. Then here also here is a egg also. So these are the producing the egg. Then these are the chickens. These are to the that other type of pet duck. I think in India we are not eat the dogs, no. So we have just taken the chicken this for the poultry farm. The poultry is a class of a domestic fowl used for the food and their eggs. So here it is only the use as a food and their eggs. Selection of the that poultry fowl is to be the disease free, then the suitable breed and safe farm conditions. Even nowadays some messages says that this is the corona containing, don't eat the non-veg and the such things are coming, and due to that one the peoples has to not taking the chicken and eggs in their lunch and dinner. So that one things are there means that is the breed is disease free. This breed must be the disease free. Okay. Then this is for the safe in condition, proper feed on the water and food, hygienic and health care must be the taken. Then the all these are to be the good and healthy fowl, and this for the food and their egg productions. If that fowl is to be the or that animal is to be the good in condition, healthy in condition, then the food comes from them is also the healthy one. So you have to maintain all these one condition, aerated condition, then there must be the proper sunlight, sun areas are there, there must be the proper food is to be there, there has to maintain the hygienic or healthcare conditions, then there be proper condition for the disease free and disease resistant fowl must be there, and poultry is to be the maintained in the very cleanliness there. Okay, so that one the poultry farm is to be the important for the agriculture things, they are getting the food and income from that one. Then animal breeding, a group of animal related by the distance or similar most character like a general appearance, then the feather size, then the configuration, etc. are said to be the breed. First of all, you have to select some breed or the some animals which is similar in characters, that is their size, configuration and all these. Animal breed aims in the increase in the yielding of animal, that improving the desirable qualities of the of to the produce. So animal breed which are to be the having the desirable characters or the quality. When the breeding is between the animal of the same breed, it is called as a interbreeding, while the cross between the different breed is called as a outerbreeding. So there are two types of a breeding. If the breeding is takes place in between the animal of the same breed, is called as a interbreeding. That is a chicken with chicken, goat with goat, buffalo with buffalo. Like is this a interbreeding? Whereas to the crossbreeding means the breeding takes place in between the different types of the animals. For example, donkey with a horse, that is a mule. Then the other type of a sheep with the different type of the sheep. Then we are getting a different type of that. So we are having a outbreeds also. Interbreeds, it's referred to mating
Ma'am.
most closely related individuals within the same breed to the 4 to 6 generation. The interbreeding strategy is superior male and superior female of the same breed are identical to mate with the pairs. So here you have to choose the superior male and
Ma'am.
superior female. Yes. Hello.
ह्यूमंस में क्रॉस ब्रीडिंग हो सकती है?
नहीं, ह्यूमंस में क्रॉस ब्रीडिंग अभी तक तो नहीं हुई है. जस्ट वी आर हैविंग अ क्लोनिंग टेक्निक. That is only the one technique that is a in case of the cross breeding, that is we not to be said as a cross breeding, it is to be test tube culture or the it is a test tube baby. That's all. That is a cloning or the test tube baby. Nothing else will be happen in case of a human being. Okay, so here superior male,
Okay, ma'am.
Superior female is to be the taken, and that mating of the pair is takes place, and we are getting a new individuals with that. Interbreeding increases the homozygosity. So here we have to maintain the homozygosity. That is means we are having a homozygous that is a chicken, or the homozygous goat, homozygous different type of the cows and the buffaloes, etc. So homozygous productivity is there. Then whether they has the problem in the selection in the animals, the breeding population should be mated with the unrelated superior animals. If that there is not a breed which is a superior male or superior female, that times we go for the other type of the breed, or that we call as a outbreed. The outbreed, it is a breeding of the unrelated animals which may be between the individuals of the same breed or between the different breeds in the different species. So here this is a breed from the tiger and lion. This is a liger. Okay, so liger is nothing but the outbreeding of the tiger with the lemon, that is a lion. So here the liger is to be there, and liger means the half tiger half lion. So front area is from the lion, and the other half area is from the tiger. So we are having an outbreed of the liger. Same here with the half area from the that is the sheep, and half area from the other that is a ack and the sheep area is mixed together and is having a animals. So we are having a outbreeding animals.
We can
So here
do
the
like
liger
that.
is together. It is completely, that is the face area from the lion and half area from the tiger. So it is a liger. And disease outbreeding is a practice of a mating of an animal within the same breed, but having the no common ancestor in the earlier either side of their pedigree up to the 4 to 6 generation. So you must be go for the ancestor common tree by the pedigree and find out if there is no any mating in between the animals within the that one is to be the outbreeding. The offspring of such a mating is known as an outcross. A single outcross then helps to overcome the interbreeding depressions. In this method, the superior male or the one breed are mated with the superior female of the another breed. Crossbreeding allows the desirable qualities of the two different breeds to be combined. The progeny hybrid animals may themselves to be used as a commercial product. So if there is a tiger and lion combination, so you keep in the zoo and the commercial production will be there. Then this is a method for the superior male and the superior female. If there is not to be then we are taking the different types of a quality consisting of a different animals, and we are getting a crossbreeding. Then here the example is there. Here is, this is a sheep and this is a another type of a sheep. Here this sheep has a very less hair, this sheep has a very high hair, but it is not for the good for the woolen production. So there is a combination between the crossbreeding with the Bikaner ewes with the Marion Rams, and here with that one breeding we are getting a new, that is the outbreeding of this the sheep, and this is a very good quality of the wool production sheep. Then even the